That's what I'm saying.
Are you doing is playing the game?
I don't want to do that, dude. No. All right, everybody. Welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and playing the game. My name is Brent, aka Boo Up. I'm here with my man Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
So, I got a new bed. And
Okay,
this
nice.
bed is, it's a little on the pricey side. I can, but
Okay. Is
still,
it more?
It is
Cost-wise, is it more than a PlayStation 5, do you think?
more worth.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, I would have been like, I prioritize video games over everything. But I think, dude, as soon as I lay down on it, it might be. Yeah, it definitely.
Oh, okay. Worth.
Yeah, honestly, it was always my least priority kind of thing until this whole week. I've been sleeping wrong and whatnot, and then we ended up going to check out some beds. Ended up getting the mattress, and holy crap, we got the bed today. I laid down on it to just do a test run. Passed out, woke up, took a bath, laid on it again, passed out, woke up, and I was like, holy fuck, man, this is crazy. I'm a believer now.
I'm 100% with you. You can't put too high of a price on a good night's sleep, dude.
Exactly.
It affects your health and everything, dude. So what kind of bed is it? Is it like a space bed, styrofoam, or like one of those super soft foamy ones?
You know what? I don't know.
Is it Tempur-Pedic or is it?
It's similar. The bed is under the people that do Tempur-Pedic. So they have some of their cloud foam stuff inside the bed. So it's like a mixture hybrid of like that cloud stuff, Tempur-Pedic stuff, and yeah. So we ended up getting that bed, and you kind of like sink in. It's like really soft. So we ended up getting the pillows too, because you need the combo, you need everything, and we have a feature that's called zero gravity that I mentioned earlier, and basically puts your body in a certain position where you would knock out naturally or something like that. It reduces stress on the spine and whatnot. I tried it out. I knocked out. I tried it out a second time just to be sure. I knocked out. I can feel like all of everything in my body was just shutting down, just like my eyeballs, my veins, my heart.
So you're saying you can't lay down like this and read a book comfortably? You'll just like
fuck no, absolutely not, dude. And you try to play video games, there's no way you can even do that. There's no way. Think of, I don't even know what you need to think of. Like, as soon as you lay down on the bed, you have nothing to think about and you pass out.
Damn, dude, that's dangerous, man.
Oh yeah, dude. It messed up my sleep schedule a little bit. Like right now, I kind of got a headache because I took 2 naps. So it's like I need to have like a normal sleep kind of thing.
Holy shit, dude! Yeah, because that's super dangerous. Because there are definitely times, right, where I don't know, I'll get home from work real quick and either the rice is cooking or I'm heating something up, right? And I really don't have nothing else to do. It's like not a long enough time to get a good session in Final Fantasy or anything like that. So I'll just like kind of lay down and fuck around on my phone.
Yep.
That's dangerous. I would pass out, and then I have burnt rice.
Oh yeah, that's basically what I do too every day.
Damn, but that's the dream though, dude. I remember I had similar experiences when I bought my mattress for the first time. I think I laid down in it in the store, but it was some kind of mattress discounter's place. So I bought it super cheap and secondhand, but it was almost brand new, right? And then they delivered it. I remember I put sheets on it and everything, and I laid down just to see if I felt the same kind of comfortableness that I felt in the store. Yeah, 3 hours later, I blinked and I was awake. So I'm imagining you have the same experience, which is a good sign. Because if you didn't do that, that means you wasted your money on a bed you're not going to be comfortable in.
Exactly. And it's worth it, like I was thinking, that's a lot of money, but then they broke it down with 0% financing and all that shit. And it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is way affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely willing to spend this much money on it, because they say you spend a third of your life on a bed.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well be comfortable in that third.
Might as well be comfortable with that third of your life. Because the other
Yep.
2/3 are going to be annoying as shit. Whether you're
Exactly.
out in the sun in the sweltering heat or fucking in traffic or some shit like that. Yeah, you might as well get the most out of that 1/3.
Yep, exactly.
What else is going on? Corona is still around, dude. I
Boo.
think it's not really skyrocketing. I don't think cases are, but cases is still numbers still rising. So we're definitely not out of it yet. And although we're not out of it, everything's opening back up, dude.
Dude, yeah, I was like seeing that there's like 700 extra cases in our area.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, dude, and then people are, I don't know if they're tired, but I'm starting to see a trend of people are not necessarily taking it seriously, but they're more laxed. Because before, when this whole lockdown happened, I see everyone with masks, everyone with gloves, everyone washing their hands every 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I see a lot of people without masks, without
Mm-hmm.
anything, and they're just like really 1 foot apart talking to each other, and
Mm-hmm.
they're eating, they're not even washing their hands. I'm like, dude, what happened? Like me, I'm still wearing full-blown masks.
I know.
Like when I went to Busy, you saw me like have gloves, have my
That's a crazy
my
part.
mask.
You got gloves on too.
Yep, exactly. And I'm gonna treat it like that for a while until for sure, but still, I think it completely changed the way I do things now. Like I am very conscious about things I'm touching and anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, more stuff is. I don't know if we're at a different phase or something like that, but for sure, restaurants you can sit in now and eat at. I think they have it spread out like every other table. Barbershops opened up. I think nail salons are going to start opening back up too. But the most telling one though, is Disneyland is going to open back up July 17th.
Damn.
So, and we know Disney pretty much runs the world. So I feel like they know something that we don't. I bet you a week before that a vaccine's going to come out or something, dude. Can you imagine?
Or they vaccinated all their employees.
Maybe, yeah.
And then like,
y'all
don't
tell anybody about it. Oh.
And like, we gotta keep money. We gotta keep generating that money.
It's like there's that video game where you make theme parks. What's that game called? Coaster Tycoon. Coaster Tycoon. And it's like you make a roller coaster with no end. Like the roller coaster just flies off the track and kills all the people. That's what Disney's doing, man. Just letting everybody come in, catch Corona, and kicking them out. They still got their money, dude.
Yep.
Damn it, that's actually a horrible way of looking at it. But yeah, I think they know something that the general public doesn't really know, right? Because it feels like such a random date, July 17th, to just throw out there, and it's not even like it's timed a month or a quarantine set amount of days from today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I feel like something's gonna happen like 4th of July weekend or the weekend after, dude. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and people are not even, they're opening up these things, but there's still rules that go with it, Like I still see the store saying, please stay 6 feet apart. There's stickers on the ground and everything. Yet when I go to the store, everyone's like just right next to each other, walking around, hugging, kissing, and I'm like, damn, dude, I don't. I think people are not going to listen. They're just going to redo everything the same way.
There's always going to be a little bit of the bending of the rules, I know for myself, I'm super guilty. My nephew graduated on Tuesday, I think, from Morse. So his mom, my cousin, just got everybody together at the park. You know, we bought pizza, donuts, salt and pepper chicken wings, and there was a good number of us, maybe 20, 25 of us or so out there, just having like a family picnic. And it's in your area where you live, so you know your area. There's not really like police or anything out there like that. Like some of the traffic lights don't even work. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
kind of small and contained, so nobody could really tell us nothing. But it wasn't until today when I talked to my sister about it. She's like, "Yeah, we were super illegal doing that, don't you think?" And I was like, I guess we were. And she was talking about how she felt so nervous about being around that many people. For me, I work at a hospital, right? So I literally get corona tested every week, you know? In fact, this past week, it was the first time we tested 2 weeks in a row with nobody at the facility having corona, testing positive for it.
Nice.
So it's an accomplishment for us. I think I don't have to go every week now. I just get to get tested once a month. So it's a little bit better because that fucking Q-tip up your nose hole is the fucking worst, dude. Let me tell you.
That's what I was saying. I was like, if we're going to start that, I don't want to start that.
Yeah, dude. My nose hole is a loosey-goosey now, man. It's fucking horrible, dude. Like, I barely tear up now when they put that shit up there. I just know the procedure. So I felt all right. But I can understand for other people who have maybe been working from home this whole time, they really don't have any exposure to the outside or see what it's really like outside anymore, to feel a little bit apprehensive, you know, being surrounded by so many people. So I get it. And I think that's why my mind right now is like, oh yeah, no, it's still out there. Nothing's changed. Our attention's been diverted to other places. I mean, it's needed to be, but this is still here, dude. We're definitely still going through this shit.
Yep, exactly.
That being said, it's a good thing we got video games, Ben. I think
Yep.
out of everybody out there, people that like to go out and go snowboarding, people that like to go jet skiing and shit, that like to go surfing, we're the ones that are coming out on top because we like doing something that just leaves your ass at home, which is video games, dude. I guess, you know, we've had some time to sit here and digest what we saw on Thursday. Got a list here of all the games that were announced or shown off at this thing, and I guess my questions for you while we go through this, man, are if you're gonna buy it or not, right? I guess what we can start with is, are you leaning more towards the PlayStation with the disc slot or the digital version?
So I was reading a lot of comments on that stuff.
A
lot of people are actually going for discs because you know, if it's backwards compatible with PlayStation 4, of course I'm gonna have to go with disc no matter what. But then I'm like thinking, well, I don't have that many games. I still got my PS4. Why would I need to go backwards, kind of thing. But you know, it's nice to have everything on one console. And people are like saying it would be just nice to just have in it rather than anything. But I also saw another, I think it was a tweet from them, from their marketing, and they're like saying, yeah, we do value quality over price. You know, they said it in a subtle way, and then everyone's like interpreting it as, oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot more expensive as shit, you know. But I'm gonna have to do discs.
Yeah, and I think that's the only reason you come out with a digital only version, is so you don't have to feel too bad with how much you're gonna charge for the one with the disc, right? Because instead of just having one console that's $600 and everyone's like, oh man, that's so expensive for a home console, why would you do this? Now you could say, well, we have this one with the disc slot that's $600, but you can buy this digital one where you play all the same games for $450. You know, there's kind of like, you give people an option of, you can't really be mad at us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I like it. Depending, because I was really going through my head too about what games do I have on PS4 on disc, right? And never mind, I'm gonna have to buy the disc because I have 7 Remake and Sekiro were the first two to pop in my head that I have physically.
That's the thing too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't buy a lot of discs unless there is something attached to that game, you know, physically, like the letter opener or the Final Fantasy Play Arts Kai figurine. That is what is gonna kill me, because it's like, if we get the discless and, you know, they all of a sudden they come out with your favorite game remake. What's that game?
Oh, Brave Fencer?
Brave
Or
Fencer,
Xenogears,
yeah,
dude.
Musashi, and they come out with, like, let's say a toy figure, but it comes with a disc. Of course, you're gonna buy the one with the disc. You know,
yeah.
hands down.
And I think that's what it is now for. And we might have talked about this before, like everything moving to digital, how it's not really going to affect things, because what we are genuinely fans of and what we genuinely care about, we're always going to get the physical copies of it, right? Like, for example, I'm a music fan. I'm a fan of the Beatles or something, right? I can pay $10 a month for Spotify and listen to the whole Beatles fucking catalog all day if I want to. Or I can have ownership over a record that just looks cool. It's something to look at and something tangible to have. Like, of course you're going to get the record, right? It's not going to be the same as just paying $10 a month on Spotify. Exactly. So there's always going to be a room for having those physical copies. I think, like you're saying, and it's going to be especially for the things you care about. What I am wondering and what I'm hoping is they have something where it recognizes the games you own, and you automatically have like a
digital
PlayStation
version?
5 digital. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Because I think that's how the backwards compatibility for Xbox works, where, of course, you're going to put in your 360 disc, right? But when you're playing the game, it's not playing off of that 360 disc. It's downloading the emulator onto your Xbox of that game. You know, I think you're just verifying that you own it, right? I hope there's something where it's like, oh, you've played this game for so many hours. Here is the download for it that you could play on your digital PS5. That's fingers crossed.
Yeah, like a combo pack or something like that. Because I already know that they really like to profit off of that, and they're gonna lose money too. Like, for example, I bought Witcher 3 on, you know, directly from the company, the developer or whatever, and all of a sudden they come out with a Steam version, you know, and then so I bought it a second time, kind of thing. So not only they double their profit, it's just like, I think they would try to keep it separate. It's like a digital and copy version. You know, they want to maximize the money, the profit, while you know, kind of thing.
No, I'm 100%. I'm 100% with you. And that being said, it's a good segue into the first game that they showed off on Thursday, which I think took everyone by surprise, right? And kind of opened up the wrong way. We're here, we've been waiting all day to see this PlayStation 5 event, and all of a sudden, Grand Theft Auto 5 comes up, dude. And I remember being so confused, like, wait, this has been out since PlayStation 3. What are you doing? I've bought this game 4 times already. But their announcement was that it's going to be backwards compatible on the PlayStation 5. And I think the small caveat was PlayStation Plus subscribers will automatically have it pass over onto their PlayStation 5.
Yep. See, then that forces people to buy the PS4 version, and so they can maximize that money.
So I guess, and this affected us because we definitely, well, maybe more affected me. I definitely suggested downloading this on our computers, and we played a little bit last night, and it was super fun, dude. Do you think there is going to be a community of people that play this on PS5, like a large enough community of people?
Maybe. They're probably gonna have just the hardcore fans coming back. You know, but the ones who already played it once and, you know, stopped playing, I think they're gonna just leave it alone. So that's gonna be a smaller amount of people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised more people aren't burnt out on this game, dude. Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really been out for 3 console generations, so yeah, dude.
yeah.
Why? Why would you? Rockstar must have paid them $5 billion, dude, to do that. I mean, God knows they've made that much money off of the online shark cards and everything. Um, but yeah, they had to pay top dollar to have that open up that conference, man, because that was crazy. Um, that being said, I do look forward to playing it more on PC, man. All that stuff that we watched, I definitely want to unlock, like the jetpack and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we haven't even touched, and they've been releasing a lot of things, but
Mm-hmm.
I am poor as shit. I was just like, I need that $1 million, but
In
I
the
don't
game,
have
in the
that
game,
PS4 version. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, damn it,
And
who
honestly, I
has it
feel
now?
like they've been
Maybe.
giving away the money. Like,
Uh-huh.
I feel like I got that one by logging in December randomly or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's out there. Like, they have the events where they just give out money for free. You just got to log in at the right times. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, I'm down if we get more people to play with us, or at least 4 for the heists. I'm down to just bankroll our heists and split the money between just you guys, so everybody can catch up and buy their own houses and shit.
Yeah, that's true. I do have like all the main stuff. All I need is just doing the heist with you guys.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's very true. That's very true. So once we got over that, okay, wait, it's gonna make me look it up now. How old is Grand Theft Auto 5, man? When did that come out?
I'm gonna guess 5 years ago.
Oh my God, dude. What if I told you? Can you believe there was a world where we were anticipating Grand Theft Auto 5? I actually do remember because I was really, really sweaty for this game, dude. Like, I couldn't wait for it to come out, man. But Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013?
7 years ago?
Am I reading this right, dude?
Shit.
That has to be right because
What was I doing?
PlayStation 3 was still out and still relevant. Like, they didn't come out with the PS4 version only until later.
Mm-hmm.
This game is almost 10 years old, dude. This might be a higher selling game than Skyrim. And Skyrim has been remastered like 20 times too.
And they're gonna remaster it for PS5.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I thought I was with you. I was thinking 5 years, but 7 years makes more sense. God damn, dude. Yeah. Talk about the gift that keeps on giving for Rockstar. So, moving on.
They need to do Red Dead number 1.
I wish, dude. They just need to come out. I will buy it all over again if they come out with a PlayStation 4 version. That and the Undead Nightmare, I'll buy all that shit all over again, dude.
Me too.
They can fucking have all my money, man. So once we got over that hump, it's like, a little entry level disappointment before we could see some good stuff. The Spider-Man sequel came out. Well, not really a sequel. It's gonna be an expansion of sorts. It's gonna be like a standalone short story of Spider-Man, and it's gonna revolve around Miles, which is kind of crazy to me.
That is cool.
Because in the first game, they introduced him at the end, and then I think the game ended, spoiler alert, with Peter starting to show Miles, like, oh, here's how you can stick on walls and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool because we know, or at least we saw, Miles has more powers than Peter Parker does. He could turn invisible, and he has like some poison claw action going on. I'm not too familiar with the comics, so feel free to correct me. But and the graphics look fucking incredible on that, right?
Dude, hell yeah.
So this comes out holiday 2020. I'm not sure if it's going to be a PS5 exclusive. Do you think they're going to have a PS4 version of this? Do we know yet?
I think they might have a PS4 version. Like, once again, they're going to try to maximize sales. Because, but then there's not a lot of people that's going to, buy a PS5 right off the bat. It's going to be crazy for I don't know. I need to first see how PS5 is gonna handle before I can start buying all these awesome games.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say and I want to feel like Sony has at least learned their lessons from the past of consoles overheating, of parts not being, as durable as I thought they were.
But they're not learning their lesson with the whole price point, because that was the reason why PS3 was going downhill, was losing that battle against Xbox. It came out later, and then two, it was way more expensive, which was like, I think it was like $550 or something like that for a PS3, 60 gigabytes, and then they learned the lesson. They made slim version of it for like super dirt cheap, and then for the PS4, they knew, like, okay, let's price it below Xbox, and sure enough, they're winning PS4 against, but I think now it's gonna probably be higher than Xbox.
Yeah, dude, and that's the scariest part is no one's announced a price yet, dude, and it's not like we're that far from holiday 2020, so. But yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales is gonna be standalone, kind of own story mode thing. Looks like I haven't seen anything else to say it, but it's only gonna be on PS5, so that's gonna be a launch title. So your PlayStation 5 is gonna be a Spider-Man machine for a little bit.
Hell yeah!
But no, that looks great. I think that's an automatic buy for me, or if I get the digital version, an automatic download for me, man. Next thing they showed was Gran Turismo 7. Don't know when that's coming out. I've never bought a Gran Turismo other than the first one. Are you into racing games at all? I know we talked about if Initial D came out, we'd buy it, but that's not as serious as Gran Turismo. I feel like.
I never really played racing games too much, hardcore like that, but I do notice that they always have like a meme, like they always announce that they're going to release this game, and it takes almost 5 years to release something, a demo or something like that, and then they're working on something else, or it takes forever. And in my mind, I'm just stuck with, it's never going to be complete. They say they're working on it, but they're going to probably release 3 cars in the game, and they say, oh, okay, we're still working on the other 50 cars. Yeah. It's going to take 10 years, but we're still working on it.
Yeah. That being said, we definitely went to a PlayStation experience where they had the demo for the previous Gran Turismo. So we know that one barely came out. This one is not going to come out anytime soon, man. The game they showed after that, Ratchet and Clank, I think it's called Rift Apart. That's the one where Ratchet and Clank are just teleporting through different worlds. That might be a buy for me, man.
Yeah. If I bought PS5, I'm gonna have to pick that one up too.
Unfortunately, no date announcement for that one yet. Of course, I think that one is gonna be just a PS5 exclusive. I think it's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. But like, oh man, you're forcing me to buy a PS5. But fuck, if I was Sony, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, fuck yeah, dude, buy a PS5 if you want to play this shit. I'm not just gonna give it to you if you have your old PS4 still. I'm trying to sell consoles here.
Exactly.
That makes sense, business-wise. Next thing they showed, Project Athia. Do you remember this? This is like a Sony or a Square Enix game. And I think they use the same models from Final Fantasy 15 because this chick had the same running animations as Noctis, dude.
Yeah, it looks interesting, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I'll have to see. With this, I feel like the story has to carry it. Because if it has the same play style as Final Fantasy 15, where I can close my eyes and hold circle, I'm not going to be too down. But if the story is great, I'm down, dude. That being said, I don't even know if this game is ever even going to come out because they had Project in the title. So that means they don't even know what this game's going to be called yet, you know?
Yeah.
This one surprisingly... Project Run and blow shit up. Surprisingly, this game is not going to be an exclusive for PlayStation 5. I guess it's a timed exclusive. So for maybe a year or something, you'll only be able to play it on the PlayStation 5. because later on they did say it's coming out for Xbox and PC later, which turned out to be the same story for a lot of these games. I don't know. How do you feel about timed exclusives? I mean, we're getting PlayStation anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter to us. But do you feel bad for people who don't own one or aren't planning on buying one?
I think they're the ones responsible for having all these console wars, and I guess it's part of their marketing strategy.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah.
we have XYZ games on here, and the other ones like we have ABC, and it's kind of like a car show. We just have two different cars, and buy my car or buy my car kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
what do they have to do? They have to spark a fire with their fans or the
Mm-hmm.
people and say, hey, our car's better. So I don't know. Like, I'm not. I think we're all used to it. Where it's like
Yeah.
there's no more so much of, oh my god, you're this person. You have Xbox. Oh, you have PlayStation. Oh, you have Nintendo. I've noticed it calmed down a lot, like significantly. Like people are like, oh yeah, you play that game, you should try it on this console, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you too. I don't think it's as big as a deal as it was back in the day. I mean, if you really, really, really wanted to play a game, either be patient or just buy the console it's on. Really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm with you too. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, eventually it'll come out on Xbox and PC. So, are you really hurting too much, anyways? Because I know a lot of people are saying that about Death Stranding. Oh, it's only gonna be on PS4, but no, it's ultimately gonna come to the Epic store. So there's not too much to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. Next game they showed was Stray, where you're a cat in a robot world. I think this was an Annapurna game. Do you want to walk around a world without humans as a cat, dude?
Nah. Like, well, I think I'm pretty biased. I'm like, when it comes to just robots,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I find it pretty not interesting for me, kind of
Uh huh.
thing.
Uh huh.
It's like a world with robots. I'm like, okay, I don't really care because they're all programmed. That's
Sure.
my
Sure.
mentality. But when you have humans, it's always you can't predict them. They're
Personalities
unknown
and flaws.
variables. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's flaws. There's emotions. Things are more meaningful. Especially like if you lose someone, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I guess since it's mostly a world of robots and you're a cat, I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah, that's a skip for me too. Mainly because dude, we didn't see any gameplay for that, so I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. I mean, for all we know, it could be a side scroller where you're just jumping and picking up little cat backpacks and shit like that.
Yep.
Next one was Returnal, like a sci-fi horror game. That is said to be a PS5 exclusive. So crazy. Um, I'm definitely not picking this up, dude, because it's a scary game.
Returnal. Which game was that one?
That's the one where she kept on dying and coming back to life after crash landing on an alien planet. And then she tried to
Oh,
pet
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bug
yeah.
alien, and we are like, dude, don't pet that shit. And of course, as usual, it attacked her.
It attacked her and killed her
Yeah.
and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the graphics looks cool, but it's just I don't know. Like, what is my goal? Is it to survive?
Why would I put myself in this situation in the first place?
Exactly. I'm trying to survive the real world. You want me to survive in a video game?
Next one they showed way different change of pace. They showed the Adventures of Sackboy.
Yay.
And it doesn't. I don't know. From what I've seen so far, it doesn't look like it's like Little Big Planet. It looks like it's more of a adventure game, or where it's like Mario Odyssey, where you're Sackboy and you could just go through different levels. There's not so much building or anything like that.
Yeah.
That one
That
PS5 exclusive.
it looks interesting. But it's mainly the charm only it was when you're playing with other people.
Very true. I feel that.
I played with the latest one by myself, and it completely lost its charm. Like you have nothing to show off. You can't show off your costumes or anything, or you
Mm-hmm.
can't do these levels together that you built. stuff like that. It's just playing with other people, especially your friends, to help each other out.
Mhm.
That's what made it interesting.
Are all
But
the levels built, or are any levels built where you have to play it with more than one person?
no, if it's like the originals, then you can play with or without co-op.
Oh, okay.
But there are certain like areas that you can get extra if you did have like another person
Um,
pushing a block or
sure. Helping you
stuff like
jump
that.
higher or something.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Um, After that, Destruction All Stars, where it looked like a Crash Derby, except you can run and then your cars can transform and shit. What do you think about this game?
It reminded me of Twisted Metal, but you
Ah,
can get
yeah,
out
that's
of your
right. I was saying
cars, and so it's like Twisted Metal with Fortnite. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool and all, just another deathmatch arena kind of thing.
that.
But to me, I'm like, what is the purpose of you being out of your vehicle to begin with? Maybe
Yeah.
you have more maneuverability, you can fly, or what? I don't know, but either way, I'm like, it's another car game. I'm not too sold on,
Yeah.
it's like,
To me,
I
this
don't
is
know.
like a they give it to us on PlayStation Plus, I'll play it kind of game.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah. Um, but I think I kind of see it as the mechanic where, everybody starts out in their cars, and then if your car blows up, you have a chance to go get another car. If you make your way through the arena without getting run over or anything like that. So I'm thinking that's what happens when you're running around. Hopefully, you just don't want to run around because you want to, because I feel like it'd be so easy to just get run over.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Destruction All Stars. Next game I think was my highlight, besides the biggest reveal we saw. Kina and the Bridge of Spirits, dude. This is the one where this little girl had a bunch of little Pikmin and things that were helping her out, dude. Um, what do you think of this game, man?
It looks visually interesting. The concept, the story, all that looks pretty interesting. It's just it stresses me out. Like when you
Wait,
have
what?
to when you have to worry about your little peoples,
Uh-huh.
like if there's no life bars on them, then yeah, sure, let's do it. But
Mm-hmm.
when they had the lemmings or whatever
Mm-hmm.
what that game is, and then one of them dies, you like start stressing out, and it's like fuck, man, I want to replay this whole level so
Just
everyone
because one
lives.
died.
Yeah, but it looks cool. The combat looks cool and all that. It's a great concept, but something is still not sticking with me on that.
Yeah. That just looks fucking beautiful as well, man. Um, I think if games start to look like, as you're playing them, look like Pixar movies, I think we're moving in the right direction. And I think that's something that this game is doing, that Ratchet and Clank is doing as well. Is
Mm-hmm.
it's looking more and more like. I mean, I think there's games out right now that look better than the original Toy Story. But
Yeah.
these games even more so are starting to look better. So I'm super down for it. That one is out holiday 2020 as well, but it's not going to be exclusive on PlayStation 5. It is coming out to everything else at later dates as well, so it's just a timed exclusive. Next one we saw, Goodbye Volcano High, the ones with the dinosaurs. We have no idea what this game is going to play like. I mean, right now all I can think of is it's a visual novel. But is this a visual novel you'll get into, dude?
I don't know.
I was looking at
I like.
some memes and some discussions about it, and a lot of people were like, "Man, I don't want to play this. I already experienced this with that TV show
Real life.
Dinosaurs," and I was like, "Oh
Oh,
man,
I love
that's Rick!
dinosaurs.
Yeah." So I already think you're gonna be too scarred to play this, man.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Like everything is perfect about the concept. Like the concept, the story, everything. But I don't know how it plays. What kind of
Mm-hmm.
gameplay you
Mm-hmm.
do? What is the goal? Is it
Mm-hmm.
just to survive high school? Um, and the colors are all vibrant, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be playing. I don't want to be a dinosaur.
Yeah. Because you know how it all ends, dude. And the saddest part too is in the logo. And let me just search the logo real quick for you. In the logo, there's a meteor. So you already know how this game is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
end,
you
dude.
already know. Yeah, exactly.
Where's it at? Yeah, look at that, dude. Look at that image right there.
Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, goodbye volcano. Goodbye everything.
Yeah, dude. See, there's a shooting star just going through that shit. You can see the O represents the world, and the shooting star just passing through it, dude. All these guys are just gonna die in the end.
They're all looking up. They're like, "Ooh, shooting star," and then they're gone. And it says volcano high. Thank you.
Even playing.
But
That's crazy, man. That one is gonna be out on everything as well. 2021. Next game they showed Oddworld Soul Storm. That's gonna be on everything. Not sure when that's coming out yet. I don't know. Not my jam. 2D platformer, but not really for me, man. How about you?
which one was that one?
That's the one with the aliens, and you gotta free all your buddies from work.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not for me.
Next one is also a game that might not be for me. It really depends, because like the same thing as Returnal. It's a horror game, Ghostwire Tokyo, which turned out to be a first-person horror game where you're just shooting a bunch of jutsus at ghosts in Japan.
Yeah, that looked cool.
That
but
did
I'm
look cool.
Still not. That's not my type of game.
Yeah, same. Maybe if it gets super good reviews, I might look into it. But
You gotta stream it.
first person horror is not for me. Even if I could do like Nine-Tail Fox jutsus, man, I'm too scared, bros. Those jump scares might kill me. Have a weak heart. That one comes out in 2021, which is good because I think they first announced it in 2017 or so. And that might be another topic for another day, but I feel like the video game industry is super horrible at announcing games, man. I think they need to announce things less than a year before they come out, dude. Because if you announce something and it doesn't come out for 7 years, I'm kind of upset, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say like that's like Versus 13,
Yep.
and like Kingdom Hearts, and that's all these. I think it's because what they're doing is probably more on the business side. They're marketing it, like the stocks are growing because people are interested and think it's gonna take off, and all that stuff, and then showing the world that we're not sitting on our ass doing nothing. But it shouldn't take that long to, like if you're gonna release a game, then maybe in a year or two would be nice, like releasing next year. But if they're releasing in 10 years from now, then it's like, damn, dude.
Yeah. There's just so much more opportunity for people's expectations to become inflated and then just ultimately be disappointed by what comes out, because they feel like
13.
they were there with the entire development process of this project. So once they see it, like, really, it took 7 years to do this, when really it's like, yeah, man, could you do this yourself in 7 years? But people don't think like that,
Nope.
So
They're
entitled.
Like, oh man, we were expecting what you promised us 7 years ago, and that's why the expectations get broken, shattered. That's why, like, I think what did well was, I remember Red Dead Redemption 1. I did not know anything about it. I didn't hear any marketing. I didn't see any commercials. I saw the commercials about maybe a month before it released, and I was like, what the fuck, what is this game? This game looks good. So think about, that's like a month. I didn't know anything about this game, and I go in blind, and then sure enough, it was like the best game I've ever played. I enjoyed it, but I don't want to have to play a game where you like see the trailer and you're expecting 50 million things. Then when the game comes out, it's like none of that is happening.
And I guess kind of in conflict with that too, the whole thing with how they started to reveal Red Dead Redemption 2, I think goes completely against that, where they have 2 trailers and then all of a sudden they have a feature video with here is the world of Red Dead 2. You can hunt, you can skin stuff, you can ride in a canoe, and it's like, do you really need to come out with this video? I mean, we're all riding the hype, but don't give me the instruction booklet in video form, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think even more so that sets people's expectations at a crazy level where it doesn't need to be. But yeah, I'm 100% don't release game or don't reveal game so far out, dude. It just fucks everything up. Let's see. Another game. The next game they showed is called Jet: The Far Shore. This one we barely saw how it played. It looks like you're just a little ship that's flying to different planets, looking for new planets to inhabit. I think I was reading they made this game initially in dreams, so that's kind of crazy. Looks like this is another launch title though, holiday 2020. This one again, I have no idea nor have any desire to really play a space exploration type game, so not for me.
Yeah, I don't want to. It looks like that one game. I forgot what it was. It was like you're a ship and you're going to billions of different worlds that generate and they're never the same or whatnot.
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the game concept looks great, but it's like, what do? You just go to each planet, explore, harvest their material, and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty biased. So I didn't see too much of the gameplay, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what the game is going to be like. It's just non-endless exploring. I think it would make more sense if they added and showed trailers of you going to cities of different planets, like Cowboy Bebop. You're visiting a space station, or you're just visiting a colony, or you're going to this alien planet where it's hostile kind of thing. It's I think something like that would have been cool.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Next game they showed, Godfall, which first got revealed at the Game Awards last year. Really didn't know anything else about it, but now it looks like it's a third-person
hack and slash.
Yeah, comparable to Vindictus, where you could get gear, play missions with friends to try and farm gear. Is your body ready for another one of these kind of games, dude?
Now, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit before it comes out and just see how well it does, because one, I was glued to Vindictus full-heartedly. Like I love that kind of style of playing. It's cool. You have so many different skills, so many different things. But when that other game came out, Black Desert, and it was Vindictus generally, but in an open world, and we got overwhelmed with all that information. There was no real true thing that says go here, go, and there's no indicator of what the NPCs were. No, you literally had to talk to everybody. So it was so overwhelming, and we basically dropped off like maybe 2 hours after playing the game, and then we just never visited after that.
Yeah, that's not a joke. Yep, that is for real. So, yeah, me, I'm not too impressed yet. I think I'll wait for, and I haven't seen any more like of the gameplay loop. I think once we see the HUD world, how you enter missions, what it looks like to finish a mission and get the loot, I think that'll paint a clearer picture for me. But for right now, no, I'm not too sure yet. Not too sure. Next one they showed, Solar Ash. This is from the people that made Hyper Light Drifter, which is a pretty cool game. It definitely has the same style as it. I think I only played a little bit of Hyper Light Drifter. I think it's going to be another side scroller ish, where they're going to change like the perspectives, where you go upside down and through different things. Maybe a bullet hell, dude. Will you be?
Is that the game that was like Journey looking?
Yes. It was like ice skating through a tunnel and then jumped on the back of a space dragon or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to see more. Because I'd never really played Journey, but yeah, like it looks interesting. Man, I had just been criticizing every single game.
No, I mean, for now.
Oh my god, I feel like We have
You're
too much of a high standards. That's what I feel
yeah,
like.
yeah. And I, it's not a bad thing. I think, especially now that since we're old, our fucking time is that much more precious, dude. There's so much other stuff that it's not that we want to do it, but we have to do it, right? We have to fucking
Yeah.
work and make money to pay rent and shit. We gotta maintain, houses, cars, fucking friendships and shit like that. So it's like, fuck. Really, the time to play a video game is super limited. So I think you have a right to be choosy, man. I'm not mad at you, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So that one's 2021, timed exclusive on PlayStation. Looks like it's coming out for PS4 as well. Next game they showed, I've never been interested in a Hitman, but this one might make me start playing the Hitman series, dude. Hitman 3 got announced. I'm not sure if it's going to be episodic like the last two. This one comes out specifically, they said, January 2021. So it's coming up quick, dude. Did this impress you enough to make you want to try a Hitman?
Nah. Was Hitman in a third person view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played the originals, but I
Mhm.
think I don't know the one. Yeah, I'm gonna criticize it again, but when I picture Hitman, I think of more of a subtle Hitman kind of, I don't know, secret agent
Mhm.
killing, assassination kind of thing. But it
Mhm.
looks like, I don't know how to explain it.
I
It's
wish.
beyond normal human capabilities.
So a little bit more of like, I don't know, advanced technology or some kind of magic involved. I
Yeah.
feel you.
Things like that, you know.
I
I just
wish.
want my traditional, like, I post up and boom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I wish there was more levels. I know they made a completely separate like sniper edition of the game where you are just camped out with a sniper rifle, um, and shooting people. But I wish that that was an approach that you could take for every level. You know, like you can go inside, you can knock people out and dress up as the chef, so you walk around undetected.
hmm
But I wish there was a version where you can really sit on this hillside for 2 hours to wait for the perfect shot to pop up. I think that would be fucking incredible, dude.
Yeah, or you like you like interact with the environment beforehand.
Uh-huh.
So like you like memorize everybody, where they were at inside the building and
Mhm.
whatnot, and then you send someone in to be a decoy. They're talking, they get in view, and then boom, you take the shot.
You snipe them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be a lot more fun. But with at least most of them, they're in environments where the target's really not out in the open. That, and then you have to make sure you get rid of all the evidence and stuff. Or
Yep.
sometimes you have to make the death look natural, I think. So you can't always do that. I would thoroughly enjoy it if that was an option for every mission. That would be kind of funny.
Or like
Um,
something like drops and like you like pretend like, or not pretend, but like for example, you're assassinating somebody next to a construction site, and then
mhm,
right when, I don't know, the construction site makes a loud sound, that's when you have to like pull the trigger and he has to be in view, kind of thing. That'd
mhm,
be pretty
mhm.
cool.
Yeah. Which might be something you could do in this game. I mean, I haven't really played any of the new ones yet. Um, but yeah, no, I think I'm interested in playing Hitman now after seeing that trailer. Astro's Playroom. I think a version of this came out on the PS4 when it launched too. Is this just like a tech demo, man? Is this just showing you the capabilities of the PS5? You think?
I thought that was the VR stuff.
Yeah, but it
Because
doesn't look VR. At least they haven't announced anything VR for the PlayStation 5 yet, right?
yeah, well, yeah, maybe they're making their own version of the game, or I don't know. But I know that game got good reviews, but I don't know if they
Really?
were from people who are loved game, or they're like actually, like super casual players. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And I think that was one of the greatest things about this conference was that the variety of games was so huge that yeah, you are being more critical and not really down to play a lot of them. But I think there's so many other people out there that's their fucking that's exactly what they're looking for in a video game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's good that they really covered all bases. Because then if everything just catered to us, yeah, it would only be you and me that are buying something, not the rest of the 6 billion people out in the world.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
that one, no announcement date. Of course, exclusive to PS5. Nice game, looked good as well. This might be a pickup for me, man. The Little Devil Inside. Like I was just going on random adventures, dude. He was like a Lego version of Nathan Drake. I feel like.
Oh, that was that RPG one. Yeah. That one looks really good. That's a pickup for me.
Yeah, where he was fighting a bunch of monsters and bringing all these treasures back to this old man who just hung out all day.
Yeah.
I
I
want to
think
see
maybe
how
that
that
was his
works, dude.
butler or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just hope, it's like, oh, you don't have really of a point A, point B. It's more like, let's explore the fucking world kind of thing. And then you come back, you're like, oh, yeah, this is my adventure. I took down this monster, but for everybody's game, it's not the same boss kind of thing.
That
It's,
would be interesting. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I kind of see it as maybe Monster Hunter ish type, where
Mm-hmm.
you're the old man. He has, okay, here's what I'm looking for, and you get to pick one, and then you go and you fly there, get to pick out what equipment you want to take based on the climate of what it's like in the area. If you're climbing a mountain, got to pack heavy clothes and shit like that, and you got to do research on what type of monster you're fighting. I think that'd be tight.
Yeah. Yep.
And the graphics are really, really endearing. I like how they look. A little bit more cartoony, 3D.
Yeah.
That one, no release date yet. It's gonna be on everything. Like timed exclusive though on PlayStation. NBA 2K21. You don't have to answer, Rick. I already know what's gonna happen with that one. Although the sweat in that looks crazier than sweat in real life, dude. If that's
Yeah,
not a
I was
weird thing
like,
to say.
damn, that game, I might be a basketball player.
I feel like
you know?
they concentrated. All right, we got to make the sweat look as real as possible, and they overdid it so it looks too real now. You know what I'm saying? Like the light reflects
Yeah.
off of it too much. Game after that, Bug Snacks, dude. Probably the greatest soundtrack during this entire conference. It's about people on an island full of bugs and creatures that are made out of food, and if you eat them, you turn into it.
You are what you eat.
Yeah. I think it's super cute. This is probably a fun kids game. At the end, I think they teased some scary monster that you got to run away from. So there's an objective to it other than just eating bugs. This made me question my creativeness for sure. Is this something that you would get for your like younger nieces or nephews, man? You would let them play?
Nah, for some reason my younger nephews and nieces, they're all into that hardcore Call of Duty competitiveness,
Yeah.
Fortnite, me back in the day, I'm like, oh yeah, I love Mario. I love, simple game. I love Tetris.
Yeah.
But yeah, simple games, it doesn't cut it for anymore at least for, my family.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking funny. This one, I think too, you could throw into that. If it's on PS Plus, yeah, I'll play it. I'll download and play it for a bit.
Yeah.
Next one, the biggest highlight of the entire thing for me, I'm pretty sure was for you too. Demon Souls remake announcement.
Hell yeah.
Was crazy.
Yeah.
Still can't stop thinking about it. The more I read about it, the more excited I get. There's a lot of speculation that they're going to bring back in some of the cut content, and that's going to be amazing. For those who haven't played Demon Souls, you start out kind of in this HUD world, not too different from Bloodborne in the Dream, and then there's different altars that teleport you to different levels and stuff. I think there's 5 of them, right?
5 worlds, yeah.
And then in that same hub world, there's a broken altar, and whenever you go to it and like press X on it, it says, "Oh, this thing's been destroyed after years," or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, that was a world that they had in the game, but I guess they couldn't finish in time, so they just cut it, left it there as a broken altar. what the speculation is they're gonna put that into this remake because they have the time and all the manpower to do it now, dude. And
which
that
is
makes me
great.
excited. Yeah, because it's cool. It's gonna be cool experiencing everything in Demon Souls again. Maybe they put a new little twist on it, but to just go into brand new content in this game, I'm fucking here for it, dude.
Yeah, I hope they change the demon god, the dragon god.
That fight.
The fight, yeah, because that was one of the main gripes that people had, is because they purchased the game thinking, oh yeah, from the trailer you're gonna fight this giant dragon god, but it was very underwhelming. Spoiler alert, when you do fight it, and is like you don't even really fight it. It's like you activate, I don't know, 2 things and it dies, something like that. I don't remember. But either way, I hope they revisit that, because I do remember them saying like, yeah, they didn't have enough time, enough budget to actually fully pan out the Dragon God fight. So that's why it was like really short. And then I don't know if you noticed, but the pacing from like World 4 and 5 just went 0 to 60 really quick. It like it wasn't
Was that
huge levels.
That the tunnels?
I think it was that poison world. Remember where it was just a giant poison world?
Oh yeah. That sucked.
And there's really nothing in there but like, I don't know, like ramps or whatnot, and it goes straight to that maiden. So it was like only like 2 small parts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Yeah.
And then I think the other one was I think it might have been the prisons, or below the prisons.
Oh
down
my
below.
god.
After it.
Yeah. I'm getting flashbacks, dude. I'm getting flashbacks.
But yeah, like yeah, so if you notice, the first level of the game, it was really long. The second, it was long, but it was getting shorter. The third level, that was I think it was the wind place.
Yeah, the flying stingrays and shit.
Yeah. The 4th place was the prison, and then the 5th place was that poison world.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I think they did. They scaled them and they made it hard just so you could die as much as you did in the first 2 levels. Because they did. I think they threw like random NPCs in the middle of that poison level that would just own you whenever you fought them.
Yeah, like that mud, whatever that world is. Like you go into that mud or poison. It poisons you, corrupts you, so you're taking damage slowly, and then you can't even roll.
Yeah.
So the NPCs, they can roll like they're skating on ice.
Yeah.
And you can't really block these guys because they hit like a truck. So it was super unfair. And yeah, the only way I fought them was unfair. I really shot arrows, almost maybe 1,000 arrows at one, and just to kill it from afar.
Yeah, I definitely used magic. Demon Souls. Because I remember too, that part is just a big poison like pond or whatever that you have to walk through, and halfway in between there's just a big wall that you can't pass. There's only one way to get past that wall, like one entrance, and of course that's where all the enemies are. Yeah. No, I'm getting flashbacks now. I wasn't, just because I was concentrating on what was in the trailer, but now that I'm thinking about it, I totally forgot about the prison, dude. And how you're just walking around, you just hear a bell ringing because all the guards carry bells and shit.
Yep.
And then there's like some girl singing in her cell, isn't there? Like that mannequin lady?
Think so, yeah. Oh
god, yeah.
I probably blocked that out of my memory, but all I remember is I just ran past most of the jail cells.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah, I'm excited. Because Blue Point, they also did the Shadow Colossus remaster. And in that one, I think they put in bosses that were cut out of the original game as well. So, yeah, hopefully they do this right. I haven't looked at reviews for Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, I'm assuming it was great. We played a little bit of it at E3 or PlayStation Experience or something. And from that small 10-minute thing, I know we got lost and didn't know how to fight stuff. It did not do a good job of leading us through that demo, but it was fun. It looked great, so I'm hoping that.
Yeah, like they were like, "Oh, you got 5 minutes to beat the boss." I spent 5 minutes trying to
Finding
look
the
for
boss.
the entrance to the boss, and when I get there, it's like, "Oh, your time is up." I was like, "This is bullshit."
On the plus side, we all got the game for free on PlayStation Plus, so you can elongate your 5 minutes, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Demon Souls. That might be the reason I buy a PlayStation 5, dude. We don't know when that's coming out though. I hope it comes out relatively soon. Next they show Deathloop. I am not sure whether this is a single player first person shooter or like a 1v1 with a bunch of NPCs in the middle. This looks pretty good. Timed exclusive for PlayStation. What do you think about this one, man?
Which one is that one? The Deathloop one?
That's the one where you have to kill 6 people in order to escape, but there's another assassin chasing you. It was first
Oh,
person.
yeah. They're in that mansion, and then you have 6 people to kill.
Yeah.
But then you're always fighting that other assassin.
Yeah.
And you always die, kind of thing.
Yeah, but you can come back. So that's called Deathloop, yeah.
Deathloop, yeah. It looks interesting. I don't know. I'm the type that is pretty skeptical. I got to make sure what I'm getting is, worth the value of my time.
What if this was like a samurai version or a cowboy version? Like, what if the world
samurai?
Was
Hell yeah.
Then you'd buy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting into how to sell a game to Rick. Next one after that, I was so convinced it was like some kind of Bloodborne 2, but it turned out to be the next Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village. Probably gonna.
I thought that was gonna be Vampire Hunter D or something like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden it was like Resident Evil. I was like, what is going on?
I know, man. I think they're invoking a lot of the stuff from RE4 in this one, where it's just like people are infected with a werewolf virus or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's gonna be great for Resident Evil lovers. For me, I still haven't played Resident Evil 7. I don't really plan on playing it, dude, because I feel like it's gonna be too much for my little old heart. I mean, I played the shit out of Resident Evil 2 remake, just because that one has so much nostalgia with me. But yeah, I'm not sure I can stand these first person ones, man. But I think it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. It's coming out, I think, January 2021 already. So that's crazy. Capcom is just fucking pumping them out, dude. Banger after banger. If only they could get Street Fighter as good. I heard there's so much hate around that.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, I don't know too much on Street Fighter, but I do really enjoy the older graphics where it was like 2D. I really like that a lot, and I think that's what people are missing probably.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting what they do with 6 and how they, I don't know, whether they balance it out or keep up the 3D graphics. It's only, I don't know, it's a fine line. I'm glad I'm not the one making those decisions on what graphic style to put up, you know?
Yeah.
Next one was also a Capcom game. Looked like Death Stranding, but it wasn't Death Stranding. It was an astronaut and a little robot girl that were living in like a space satellite world, and then something broke through the ceiling, and he had like a bouncy ball airbag that activated, and he floated out to space and saw Earth with the little girl, dude. I'm kind of down for this, man. Pragmata.
Oh, I was trying to paint the picture. I was like, what? Bouncy ball? As you can see, I probably blocked it out already, but yeah, it does look interesting though. That was the one that had like Death Stranding kind of vibes, you know?
Yeah. He was.
You don't know what the fuck is going on.
Exactly.
He was on the ground, and all of a sudden he's in space fighting something,
Yeah.
and then he has this kid, but then the kid's a robot,
Yeah.
or is AI, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Just make sure you stream it.
Definitely. And the only downside to this is it's a 2022 release. So throughout this whole conference, everything is either 2020, 2021, or to be announced. This one, they announced it's coming out in 2 years, dude. So,
shit.
Like you, I'm gonna throw this in the back of my mind. I'm not gonna think about it until 2022, man. That was it. Second to last, or that was the second to last game. Last game was Horizon 2. Definitely made me want to go and play Horizon 1. I have it. I just, need to take the time to play it, which is probably what I'll do this fall or something. Damn, you see how far ahead I'm thinking about playing video games, dude? It's like, I can't play it now because I'm playing 15, and I'm gonna try to finish 15 this week because Last of Us 2 comes out. I'll play Last of Us 2 for maybe a month, and then Ghost of Tsushima comes out, and then after that, I gotta play Horizon, so it's probably gonna be around fall.
Yep, and then all the other games we haven't even finished playing. I still want to play. I don't even remember the names of them, but I did buy a lot of games, and they're on my Switch.
Shit, yeah. And then at the same time too, Pokemon comes out.
Oh yeah,
this week.
Pokemon.
Yeah, the expansion comes out this week. So yeah, there's not going to be a shortage of games. I mean, I know we were in a little bit of a drought maybe a month or two ago, but ever since Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, I feel like it's just been bang, bang, bang. Like everything's just coming through. So yeah, I mean, I know there was a bunch of other little events and conferences that happened over the weekend. Didn't really get to watch them. I think the only thing I was really interested in was the Baldur's Gate 3 announcement. I'm super excited for that game for no reason. They said early access is coming maybe in August. So I'm totally down, dude, to get into some tabletop shenanigans with you guys. Because it looks like you could do anything in that game, dude. Anything.
Nice.
Like if you're in a fight and it's your turn, you could shoot your buddies or something,
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. Besides the PlayStation thing, did you see anything else this weekend or any other announcements or anything?
No, but I wanted to know. Did they say they're going to have Cyberpunk on PlayStation 5?
Let's confirm.
Because that would be... Damn.
You're not going to buy that on PC?
If it's going to be on PC, I don't know, because... Yeah, maybe I have to buy it on PC, maybe. So I can have mods.
Yeah.
But then again, if it's going to be like some sort of like multiplayer online and then we're going to have to fight other people and then they're going to cheat. It's rough.
Wow. So the first thing I looked up, or first thing that pops up when I put in Cyberpunk PS5, it says the Cyberpunk 2077 developer hasn't said it would be released on PS5 despite confirmation for Xbox Series X. Holy shit, dude. So it's not for sure yet. But I'm with you. I think I'd be more likely to play that on PC. I think, like you said, with mods and a higher frame rate.
Exactly.
I'm just scared my computer's not going to be powerful enough, man.
Oh, it's powerful, my friend.
I've been complaining to Rick for maybe the past, I don't know, month or so maybe about building a new computer.
Oh yeah,
but at the same time,
yeah.
I'm trying to just save money, So
yeah.
I haven't been. I was even gonna buy a new TV this week for Last of Us, but I was like, nah, fuck it. I kind of bided my time, and now I just hooked up my PlayStation to my computer monitor. That's 144 hertz, so I'm just gonna play it on my computer monitor rather than the TV. But yeah, trying to save money right now, and I think I finally accepted the fact that I'm in it to win it with my computer, dude. I personalize it. I put some stickers on it, dude. So that means, I'm giving it a name. So it's here to stay, dude. For as old as it is, dude. My computer's like maybe 6 years old now.
Shit, I built my computer the same almost the same time you built your computer.
Yeah, my shit is like, it's out here, and although parts have failed, the hard drive has died, the power supply has died. All I've done is replace those once. I've replaced the graphics card because Rick's nephew got a new one, and this thing still runs like a champ, dude. The CPU, the fucking motherboard is all just pumping along, business as usual, man.
I was gonna say, like, maybe replace the tower case. Maybe you can find a smaller case.
I'm in it to win it, dude. I put stickers on the case, man, so I can't. Oh man, but yeah, so that was a successful event, I think, for PlayStation. What made it even better is that if you had Sony stocks, they paid you out your dividends, dude. So I think they paid something like 35 cents per share. So congrats to everybody. We're all winners.
I should have bought multiple stocks.
I know. How much did you get?
So far from the time of purchase, I think I bought the stock for maybe $39 or something like that, and now it's at 50 or 60 or something.
Yeah, it's at 60. How many shares do you have though?
Only one.
Oh, so you got your 34 cents, dude.
Yeah, I was reading online. They're like, the only difference you would make is if you like threw down 500 on one stock or one company. And I was like, fuck. Well, I got one stock of that, so I think I'm kind of happy.
Let's do a calculator. Let's do a calculator here. What's 500 times 34 cents, dude?
That's probably
170
something.
Dude.
Yeah, I could have made 100 something bucks.
Well, let's see this too. How do you see this? So, you bought it at 55, or you said $39 a share?
Yeah.
All right, let's times that by 500. All right, so it's like 19,500, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you still had that, but it's at like 67 right now. Dude, you would have made $24,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I know. We should have bought during
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. It's just there for the taking, dude. It's weird learning all these money tricks, man. Super weird. But we have to, because we're adults, man, and we need to get as much money as possible that's out here.
Yep.
But yeah, got so much more confidence in PlayStation 5. If you asked me about PlayStation 5 2 weeks ago, I would have said, I don't know, I might just keep my PlayStation 4 forever. Now, no, I'm definitely buying a PS5, dude.
Same here. I just want to make sure there's no overheating, there's no nothing, and then if it all checks out, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a believer.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, playing 15 still. You remember how many chapters are in 15, dude?
Yes.
How many?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
What chapter are you on?
6.
Should I tell you?
No, you don't have to tell me. I just unlocked summons and all that stuff, so it's getting pretty lit in the game right now.
There you go.
That's all I've been playing. Been looking for more games to play, multiplayer with friends on PC. Got into some World War Z all crossbow run. Great.
Awesome.
with triple what was it? Triple friendly fire damage. Great.
Dude, it made me like hesitate every single shot. I was like, I don't want to be blamed this time.
Then we tried out a little bit of Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
And we uninstalled it.
Didn't stick. Yeah. And then it's just remember that Grand Theft Auto 5 was great. So Rick and I have reinstalled that. If you have it on your computer, definitely reinstall that shit, regardless if it's on Steam or Epic, because we can cross-play. So yeah, that looks like what we might play in the future. I don't know, man. I think that's why I'm looking forward so much to Baldur's Gate, because the investment isn't too heavy as far as like having to grind the perfect gear, because there's going to be so many different stories that we're going to play that won't matter. It doesn't carry over, What carries over is your knowledge of the world and how you want to handle certain situations. So I think that's why I'm most excited for that. Either that or Diablo 4, dude, or some other kind of. Oh, what was that other game, dude?
Lost Ark.
Yes. When is that coming out?
I don't know. They keep lying to us and saying it's gonna come out next year to North America, and so this time they said they're gonna try to do it, but it should have been released to us by now.
Yeah, but in the world of Corona, who knows nowadays, man?
Exactly.
It's crazy. But yeah, no, we need to get something else going here, man, because it is getting kind of stale. Hopefully these heists in Grand Theft Auto will hold us over, man.
Yep.
But yeah, anything you've been playing single player? Animal Crossing still?
Nothing so far. I think I've just been sleeping on that bed all day today.
What a life! What a life! When Rick told me, "Oh yeah, I slept in my new zero gravity bed and then took a bath," I just imagine Rick is right now in slippers and a robe, dude.
Yes,
that's probably what is going on right now. Crazy. But yeah, so I think that's it for us this week. Last of Us 2 comes out, so we'll probably have some impressions on that. Are you gonna buy it day one, dude? You still got other shit to play. Oh, you will? Okay.
Yes.
So
I won't be able to play it that day though.
Yeah. You know what, dude? I won't be able to either, because I'm gonna be out for a little bit of the weekend. So hopefully by the time we record next week, I'll play at least 1 hour of the game. Definitely gonna buy it digitally. Are you gonna buy physical or digital at this?
Digital. Anything, majority of everything is gonna always be digital, unless it has something cool.
Yeah, I wonder how big it is. I might have to delete some old games, dude.
Yep. Maybe that Grand Theft Auto off the PS4.
Shit, I think I already did, which is a mistake. I think the game is 90 gigs or something, and it took me 2 hours to download it. I was telling Rick, man, I'm never uninstalling this game ever again. It takes me years to download it. But yeah, so we'll probably have impressions on Last of Us 2 next week. Are you gonna pick a Pokemon as well?
Yes.
Oh
Always.
shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not yet. My sister still has my Switch, so she's chilling on that. But hopefully soon I'll be able to catch up. So yeah, some stuff for next week. We will see you guys then. But before that, Rick, some words of wisdom.
If you pour milk in the bowl first and then cereal, please go get checked.
We'll see you next week. Peace.